Watch us live stream at twitch.tv/Inez27. Live stream times are Tuesdays and Thursdays at 7 p.m. Central Time. Follow us on Twitter at SeemsGoodMagic. And please support my eBay store by going to SeemsGoodMagic.com, clicking on the icon, and purchasing some playsets and singles. Thanks, and enjoy the video. Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here for another M14 Swiss draft. My new drafting policy is going to be, if I beat a Swiss, I'll move up to 8-4. If I make it to the finals of an 8-4, I'll continue doing 8-4s. If I lose the 8-4, I'll go back to Swiss. And if I lose the Swiss, I'll just keep doing Swiss. So, hope that works for everybody. That way I'll kind of satisfy both demands, ideally, of doing 8-4s and Swiss. But onto the pack. Our rare is Indestructibility. Not going to pick that. Choices for me are Chaomancer. We've got Giant Spider, Charging Griffin, Spore Mound, Griffin Sentinel, Voracious Worm, Water Servant. All pretty playable. I think Water Servant is pretty awesome, actually. I like Water Servant a lot. Potential to get in there for 7 damage. Is that right? No, 6 damage. But that's a lot. That's pretty good. I feel good about Water Servant. I like our Chaomancer too. I think Water Servant has more potential upside, as it is a very efficient beater. Second pick, let's see. Marauding Maulhorn, quite good. Trollhide, Bloodbairn, Lightning Talons, Brindleboar, Messenger Drake, Steelform Sliver. I think I'm fine picking up the Messenger Drake here. I mean, Marauding Maulhorn maybe slightly better, but Drake is certainly fine, and I like it. So I think I'm going to pick that. I like the Grotto in this format, too. You don't get a lot of fixing opportunities. I mean, Maulhorn's fine, but I don't want to commit to a second color just yet. And Messenger Drake is certainly good enough to stay on blue for now, until we see something real good. Okay. I feel pretty comfortable taking the Scroll Thief here. What else we got? Child of Night, Mark of the Vampire, Celestial Flare, Elvish Mystic. All fine. But let's take the Thief. Nice thing about Thief in blue, you get Trained Condor. So you get some real good opportunities to get in there for good value. Yeah, they made blue really good in this format, I can tell you that much. Alright. Our Chaomancer seems fine. Quicken's interesting. Sensory Deprivation's fine when you have a lot of flyers and evasive guys. But our Chaomancer, I think, is going to be the pick. Nothing else in here is very much grabbing my eyes. Giant Growth is fine. Griffin Sentinel is certainly playable. Let's take the Archaeomancer. Okay, wow. What is that, 5th pick Doomblade? Yeah, well, I would say a 5th pick Doomblade is indicative of black being open. But this is a strange pack because there's also Rootwall, which is quite good. Tenacious Dead, good for little synergistic stuff with like Bloodbairn and other sack outlets. But let's take the Doomblade for sure. It's an awesome removal spell, works well with the Archaeomancer. Alright. Now we can take Corpse Hauler or Deathgaze Cockatrice. Cockatrice, much more color intensive, but Corpse Hauler is a 2-drop, which have proven themselves to not be that great in this format. It's certainly fine in the format, just not amazing. Let's take the Deathgaze. Yes, it's double black, but I don't know. Some people have been telling me I value this card too high. I disagree. I think it's a very good card. I think it does a lot of work. Besides eating removal, getting in evasively, or trading with a huge monster. So I think it fulfills all the purpose that I like to see in a draft. Alright, here we can take the Negate. There's also Dark Favor and Ring Flesh, both of which are fine. I think Negate's actually the most playable out of all of those. Pretty main deckable. Good counterspell in this format. There's so much good removal. Good cheap removal that you want to just be able to get out of the way. Sweet. Got a very late Scroll Thief. Happy to see that. This guy's proven himself to be very good in this format. 3 toughness, obviously good. Trained Condor, like I said, also very good with him. Plenty of removal that just works so excellent alongside him. Like third turn Scroll Thief, they played a blocker, you Doomblade it, get in, draw a card. Usually pretty good. Blue surprisingly has good removal in this format too. I mean, they're really upping the core set removal for blue. I'll say that. I mean, Claustrophobia, Time Ebb, Frost Breath. Claustrophobia in a core set, very good. Very interesting to see that. Time Ebb, not amazing, but alongside Scroll Thief, quite good. Table the Archaeomancer, that's pretty awesome. Taking that. Good white picks here, though. Let's see. Nothing super exciting. But for that, let's just cut the black. Make it so there's less black available in these packs. Out of all of these, the most playable is perhaps Verdant Haven. I'm not sure. And, well, if white's open, we can start taking some decent white picks just in case the black doesn't pan out for us. We'll see, though. I'd like black to pan out for us. I feel like we'll get some better opportunities for these Archaeomancers. Well, it's a late Tome Scour. I'll leave the idea of mill open, but I'm not sure. I mean, Archaeomancer is going to be a key component if we do go into some sort of mill deck. And then just a ton of Tome Scours and maybe a couple Millstones. Possibly still going into white. I guess it kind of depends on pack 2 here. For sure in blue and deep in blue already. So I would like to find some more instants and sorceries support this whole Archaeomancer package. Wow, good. Good pack here. I think we're going to slam the Singer Vampire, but Divination, Blightcaster, Nephalia Sea Kite, all good. Singer Vampire, though, is just solid finisher. So pretty happily take that. Okay, here we're going to take the Trained Condor. It's going to work excellent alongside our Scroll Thieves. I love that synergy. Altar's Reap, Corrupt. Enlarge still in here. Another Celestial Flare. Good cards in here. Child of Night, also playable. Let's take the Condor pretty happily. Okay, wow. Flames of the Firebrand in here, huh? It's pretty good. Another Death Gaze, Cockatrice, Tenacious Dead, synergies within blue and black. Pretty much the Blood Baron is the key one. I kind of want a second Cockatrice. Yes, we're looking clunky, but kind of the beautiful part about this format. Not quite beautiful, but intriguing part about this format is that it's not a very bear-intensive one. There are a lot of bears, but it's just not... The bear decks don't seem to win that much. And I'm not sure why, because bear decks are usually my forte in most formats. It's where I find myself succeeding the most, but I can tell you it has not done too well in this format. There are just too many good 3, 4, 5 drops. So being heavy on those, for the most part, is usually okay. Alright, getting a little color intensive here, but I'm okay taking the Cockatrice. I guess Tenacious Dead works better if I get Bubbling Cauldron. Double Sarah Angel. Jeez. Well, easily taken Warden of Evos. I'll just already have plenty of flyers I want to make cheaper. So he's going to be a pretty bomb addition to this. But Double Sarah Angel, Imposing Sovereign. We're definitely passing someone some white goodies. Okay. We can go triple Death Gaze. We can also go Warlord or Wall of Frost. Both of which are fine. I'm not afraid to go deep on the Death Gaze. Just get a fleet of flyers. Possibly pick up another Warden, and then we'd be sitting real pretty. I do like Wall of Frost too, but I'd rather just get more flyers. Alright, let's take Disperse. We're currently removal light, and Disperse has been quite good in this format at being able to take out auras and take out +1/+1 counter effects, stuff like that. Countering Hunt the Weak. Also, Archaeomancer is currently looking for some more ammo, so Disperse seems to fulfill that perfectly. Alright, we can take the Grotto here, but there's also the Messenger Drake, so this is sort of a dilemma. Shimmering Grotto does look like it's very useful in here, as we are heavy on double color. I think I'm going to take the Grotto. I really do like the Drake a lot, and it would be a welcome addition, but I think this deck is actually a deck that really, really wants a Shimmering Grotto. We really need to make sure that we can get both of our colors. Okay, Time Ebb looks fine here. Not amazing, but welcome addition. Once again, more ammo for our Chaomancer. Alright, Undead Minotaur's playable. He's fine. A little blocker. Take the Altar's Reap over the second negate. Possibly play it. Nightwing Shade is another flyer. Probably more playable than the Ring Flesh, so let's take that. Okay, don't want the Apostle. We could hate the Sliver. He can be annoying. I have a decent amount of white picks, but at this point I would say that we are well solidified into a blue-black strategy, but I'm pretty satisfied with it. It looks a little bit, like I said, a little bit color intensive, but this should be fine. Alright, on to the last pack. Currently only need 4 more playables. 4 more playable cards, and then we'll be good. Alright, Gnawing Zombie, Liturgy of Blood, Essence Scatter. A lot of good cards already. Guess we want the removal. Currently our hard removal is a Doomblade, and that's it. So let's get some more fuel for the Archaeomancer, albeit it's a little more color intensive than I'd like. And also I really do like Gnawing Zombie a lot. It's proven itself to be a phenomenal card. But I want some more support for our Scroll Thieves to get in, and I just want more hard removal. So let's take the Liturgy. Sometimes it can power out some of your cards too, which is nice. Okay, here can take not much for us actually. Guess we take the Frost Breath. It's on color and it's playable. It's also a second Time Ebb. I think the Frost Breath, let's just diversify a little bit. I like the Frost Breath. It's very good when you have a ton of flyers and it's instant speed, so I like having some diversity in removal. There's a Bubbling Cauldron. If we'd gotten those Tenacious Dead. We can actually take the Cauldron anyway. I know it doesn't seem phenomenal in here, but when you just have a ton of flyers, it's fine. It's perfectly fine for winning those War of Attrition. Otherwise, Undead Minotaur, but that probably tables. And Dismiss into Dream is interesting, but I don't think I want to do the Dismiss into Dream deck where we get like a Zephyr Charge or a Rod of Ruin. It's cool. Certainly interesting. I think I'd rather have the Bubbling Cauldron. Okay, definitely taking the second Condor here. It's going to work phenomenal. We'll have a 2-2 split of Scroll Thief and Trade Condor, which I very much like. Just passing a ton of Celestial Flares. Another Messenger Drake would also be welcome, but let's take the Condor. Okay, Essence Scatter looks great in this deck. I love this card, and we have ways to recycle it. It's proven itself to be very good since, like I said, this is more of a 3-4-5 creature drop sort of format, so Essence Scatter has proven itself to be very good. Let's see, a third Archaeomancer, possibly. There's a chance we play it. Don't have a ton of stuff to recycle with it, but I think we actually have enough. And Archaeomancer actually works well with the Altar's Reap, so geez. Just all the Archaeomancers. Wish we had more fuel for Archaeomancer. That's sort of my issue with it. I'm going to take the Rod, just in case we table that Dismiss into Dream. Blightcaster currently have 0 enchantments. Is that right? 0. Alright, well, let's take the Festering Newt then. At least we'll have some Bubbling Cauldron synergy. It's a good one drop. Okay, we can take the Minotaur, a second Minotaur. Could also take the Mind Rot. Works well with the Archaeomancers. Not likely to play both Undead Minotaurs anyway, so let's diversify here. Get some more tools at our disposal. Alright, we're going to hate the Sentinel, I could see that being annoying. And second Frost Breath, why not? This can be okay. That's a really late Spore Mound. Alright, doesn't look like we got the Dismiss into Dream back. It's not the end of the world, though. Still got plenty of good playables, so I'm going to have to figure out what I want to do with this deck. How many Archaeomancers I want to play. I'm imagining I'm only going to play a couple. Although, with the double Frost Breath and the amount of flyers we have, and Scroll Thieves, I may give some thought to 3 of them and maybe cut the Nightwing Shade. Go for more residual value off of good sort of tempo cards. Gaining value through my Scroll Thieves. Let's see. Maybe we don't need the negate main deck, because I would prefer stuff that sort of tempos instead. I'll figure it out. Now let's just put in all the good playables, and then from there we'll sort of decide where we want to be. And yes, we have a Grotto too. So 27 cards currently. Curve is definitely 4-drop intensive. But like I said, that's not a emergency situation in this format. All of our 2-drops are just spells. I think Altar's Reap actually looks a little bit worse in here. Despite the fact that we have triple Archaeomancer, I like the Altar's Reap a little bit less because we don't have... I mean, we have Festering Newt and the Archaeomancers, which are good tools to use with it. But I don't know. I need to... I don't think that this is quite the deck for it. Let's put the Liturgy down here too. So we have plenty of tools for the Archaeomancer, which does almost make me want to play 3 of them. For now, let's cut the Undead Minotaur main deck. Currently have plenty of creatures. I guess we can potentially go to 2 Archaeomancer here. And like I said, I mean, Bubbling Cauldron is still fine when you have this many flyers. When you're just getting in from above and then they're trying to race you. This just really makes racing difficult. So, I don't know. Bubbling Cauldron has really proven itself to be excellent. Let's see. Let's cut the negate. One more cut. Could cut the Nightwing Shade. Not opposed to that. Archaeomancers to bring back Essence Scatter, Doomblade, Disperse, Double Frost Breath, Time Ebb, Liturgy. Yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, that is, like I said, that's enough tools. 8 or 7 tools to bring back with 3 Archaeomancers. Could be very good value. Potentially very good value. Plenty of flyers in this deck. 3, 6, 8 flyers. All very good. Not much early game going on, but once again, this format a little bit slower than most. I still think it's a play format, but it's more of like a mid-game format. It's more of 3, 4, 5 drop format where you start to win. Decks should really be defined by your 3, 4, 5 drops. Alright, this is fine. I can play this. Alright, so very color intensive. I'm going to play the Grotto. They want to do 10 and 6. I disagree. Let's do 9, 7. So it's really... We've got 10 blue sources and 8 black sources. We need to make sure that we hit our double black and our double blue. So let's do that. Overall, this deck looks pretty good. Potential for good value is high. So I would rate it maybe like a 7 or 7.5 out of 10. But we shall see. Yep, I'll see you round 1.